Silence in the city. 4 killed, dozens injured as gunfire erupts at Mello Buckz's album release party in Chicago. What began as a vibrant celebration of music and artistic achievement in Chicago's bustling River North neighborhood tragically transformed into a scene of unspeakable horror late Wednesday night. 4 lives were senselessly cut short, and 14 others were injured when a hail of gunfire erupted outside Artis Lounge, where Chicago rapper Mello Buckzz was celebrating the release of her latest album, Hollyhood. The incident, a chilling drive-by shooting, has sent shockwaves through the city, reigniting urgent conversations about gun violence, event security, and the precarious balance between cultural expression and public safety. A night of celebration, shattered by unfathomable violence. The evening of July 2nd, 2025, was meant to be a crowning moment for Mello Buckzz, whose real name is Melanie Doyle. Her album release party at Artis Lounge, a venue located on the 300 block of West Chicago Avenue, drew a crowd eager to support the rising artist known for her raw lyricism and strong ties to the Chicago music scene. Red carpets and celebratory vibes filled the air as guests mingled and danced, marking a significant milestone in her career. However, as the party concluded around 11 p.m. CDT and attendees began to spill out onto the sidewalk, chaos descended without warning. A dark-colored vehicle pulled up, and at least one individual, possibly multiple, opened fire indiscriminately into the crowd. Witnesses described a terrifying scene: the sudden crackle of gunfire, screams piercing the night, and people frantically diving for cover or collapsing to the ground. The vehicle sped away, leaving behind a horrific tableau of shattered lives and a community in shock. Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling, in a press conference the following day, condemned the cowardly act, stating, "In a matter of seconds, they were able to shoot 18 people, taking 4 lives." He confirmed that authorities recovered shell casings of at least 2 different calibers, suggesting the use of both handguns and potentially rifles. As of Friday, July 4th, 2025, no arrests have been made, and the motive remains under investigation, though police suspect Mello Buckzz herself may have been the target. Disturbingly, Buckzz had reportedly left the venue before the shooting began. The human cost: lives lost, futures derailed. The human toll of this brutal attack is devastating. 4 individuals, 2 men and 2 women, were pronounced dead. Among the confirmed fatalities were 23-year-old Devonte Terrell Williamson, Mello Buckz's boyfriend, and 25-year-old Leon Andrew Henry. The 2 women, identified as 26-year-old Taylor Walker and 27-year-old Aviance King, were both shot in the chest. Mello Buckzz took to Instagram to express her profound grief, mourning the loss of her boyfriend and 2 close friends, stating, "My heart broke into so many pieces." Beyond the fatalities, 14 others sustained gunshot wounds, with several in critical condition. Victims, ranging in age from 21 to 32, were rushed to various hospitals, including John H. Stroger Jr. Hospital, Northwestern Memorial Hospital, Mount Sinai Medical Center, and Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center. Injuries varied from gunshot wounds to the leg, back, and mouth, highlighting the indiscriminate nature of the attack. The sheer scale of casualties, 18 victims in total, underscores the extreme lethality of the incident. A troubling pattern, the shadow of past violence and Chicago's ongoing struggle. This tragedy is not an isolated incident at the location. Artis Lounge occupies the same space as the former Hush Lounge, which was shut down by the city in November 2022 after a fatal shooting that left 1 dead and 3 injured. This prior incident, occurring when a group ejected from the club clashed outside, raises serious questions about venue safety protocols and the city's oversight of establishments with a history of violence. The quick succession of such a devastating event at the same address, despite a change in ownership and name, is a stark reminder of the persistent challenges faced by certain venues in high-crime areas. The shooting also casts a grim light on Chicago's ongoing struggle with gun violence, particularly as the city approaches the 4th of July weekend, a period historically prone to spikes in violent crime. While recent data from the Chicago Police Department has shown a commendable decrease in overall homicides and shooting incidents through the first half of 2025, with homicides down 33% and overall shootings down 39% compared to the same period in 2024, This mass shooting is a painful setback. It serves as a stark reminder that despite broader trends, concentrated acts of violence can still erupt with devastating consequences, particularly in social settings. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and Police Superintendent Larry Snelling have reiterated their commitment to addressing gun violence and urged the public to provide any information that could lead to arrests. The incident highlights the complex interplay of factors contributing to urban violence, including gang affiliations, personal disputes, and the pervasive availability of firearms. The broader implications: safety at public events and the music industry. The tragedy at Mello Buckz's album release party extends beyond Chicago's city limits, forcing a wider examination of security measures at music events, particularly those hosted in smaller venues or nightclubs. While large-scale concerts and festivals often employ rigorous security, including magnetometers, bag checks, and extensive law enforcement presence, smaller, more intimate events can be vulnerable. Questions being raised include venue responsibility. What level of security should be mandated for clubs and lounges hosting high-profile events, especially those with a history of violence or in areas prone to crime? Should venues be held more accountable for incidents occurring just outside their premises after an event concludes? Artist and promoter accountability. While artists and promoters are not responsible for criminal acts, what is their role in ensuring the safety of their attendees? Does the nature of certain music genres, which sometimes openly discuss gang life or conflicts, inadvertently contribute to a climate where real-world violence spills over? Police preparedness. Superintendent Snelling stated that this event was not on the radar of the police department as it was a private event. This raises questions about intelligence gathering for private events with large crowds or those featuring artists with known public profiles that might attract unwanted attention. Community healing. Beyond law enforcement, how do communities and the music industry support victims and prevent cycles of retaliation and trauma? The Artis Lounge itself, described as a safe space where Black, brown, queer and allied communities could gather, is now profoundly impacted, losing its intended purpose. The incident at Artis Lounge serves as a grim echo of the ongoing challenges faced by cities grappling with gun violence. It underscores the fragility of public safety, even in moments of celebration. As investigations continue and the community mourns, the hope remains that this tragedy will galvanize a renewed commitment to comprehensive solutions, not just enhanced policing, but also community-led violence prevention initiatives, stricter gun control measures, and a deeper understanding of the complex social factors that fuel such devastating events. The music, intended to bring joy and unity, was silenced by violence, leaving behind a void filled with grief and an urgent plea for change.